What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys week 6 of WBE. The St. Louis Rampardos are taking on the Slateport Spirits and coach Wolfe Glick. I'm very excited about this matchup, guys. Wolfe Glick is the 2016 World Champion Masters VGC player. Very, very good player. He actually kind of taught me the ropes in VGC earlier in the year, and we faced off in the Onog tournament, and I actually beat him in my first ever best of 3. Now, that was some luck and lots of training on his end and maybe a little bit of a fluke, but it's gonna be a lot of fun because now he is stepping into my ring, which is the draft league format, and we'll see how things shake down. You know, I've got a lot of experience in this format. He is very, very green to this format, very like new to singles, but competitive Pokemon, he'll tell you and I'll tell you, if you know how to do competitive Pokemon, you know how to battle, it translates across all formats, and he's had a pretty solid start to this season already. He's 3-2. We're sitting at 4-1, so we had a nice win last week over Galactic LA, coming down to the wire there. Dude, pretty crazy stuff. But check out the team builder as I did break down my team, what I think Wolfe is bringing, so you can check all that out on the screen. Hit that like button, though. This is a showdown, man. Get some popcorn, sit back, and enjoy this one. This is going to be a good battle, man. Win or lose, I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have a lot of respect for Wolfe, and he's honestly just such a nice dude, so please check out his channel. Honestly, one of the nicest people I've met in the community, so I'm really looking forward to this one. But I got those St. Louis Rampardos plushies, guys. I think this is the last chance to get them pre-order. Pretty soon, the price is going to go up to 20 bucks instead of $16.50, and we're going to start shipping them out like really, really soon, guys. So grab one now, get that pre-order price at $16.50. Amazing plushies, dude. They are phenomenal. Check out the description for that. And let me get connected here with Wolfe real quick. Our question today is, what is your favorite battle type format to watch? Do you like VGC? Do you like singles, just Wi-Fi? Do you like Battle Tree? Do you like Draft League like we're doing right now? Let me know your favorite thing to watch is in the comment section below. I'm looking for inspiration for Ultra Sun and Moon. But let me get connected here. Let's have some fun and see how this match shakes down. All right, guys, we are connected with Wolfe Glick. Let's find out what he is going to be bringing. I'm expecting him to go Rain. I think we're going to see Ferrothorn, Landorus, Pelipper, and then some sort of Gengar mix, and then some Rain Sweepers. I don't know if he'll go Swampert or Ludicolo. I think Ludicolo probably, but because it can kind of take advantage of the terrain if he thinks I'm going to bring that. And then Tornadus, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of things he could bring. I try to prepare for everything, but I do think he's going to go Rain. And I think he's gonna bring like a super offensive Landorus and some stuff like that. But let's find out what he's gonna bring. Like I said, I have got a really cool team this week. I really like my build. I've got some unique stuff. I got like Yachi Berry, Tapu Bulu, and you know, Chople Berry, Heatran. You know, Scarf Rotom is really cool. So, and then speed boosting Nihilego, which I think could be really good. So let's find out what he's gonna bring. He's debating. He's ready. We'll see what he's gonna have here. Yeah, I mean, for the lead matchup, I was definitely leaning towards leading Heatran. If he leads Pelipper, I can one-shot it, but if he Scarf Pelipper, that's an issue, so I do have to kind of keep that in mind. Scarf Pelipper would be a problem for my team, so I'll really have to kind of scout out what I think his lead is going to be. Like, depending on his team, Rotom could be a really good lead, and just Volt switching on the first turn could be really useful, because he's likely, like, Landorus and Swampert are not good switch-ins to Rotom. So that's why I'm like feeling like Rotom could be a super good switch in, and if he just brings in Ferrothorn, like, it's no big deal because I can immediately kind of pressure him. You know, so there's some options there, like Bulu can come in and like Swords Dance against it, or hit it with like a big superpower or whatever it may be. So or even Heatran can come in. So it looks like he's got his team ready to rock. Let's see what he's going to be bringing here. I'm excited for this one. This is going to be a fun battle. So let's see. He is going to be bringing, he does bring Sliggoo. He does bring Swampert, no Ludicolo, no Gengar. Really excited to see no Gengar. I did prepare a good amount for Gengar, if I'm being honest, but it's not the worst thing in the world. He does bring Tornadus, but he brings Sliggoo instead of Gengar. So again, I'm a little surprised to see that, but Sliggoo is going to be a little tough to take down, and I did go Pursuit instead of Knockoff, so I'm regretting that decision now, but that's okay. So in terms of leads, again, I do like my lead. Tricking the Sliggoo is going to be good. I do like my lead Heatran, just because I think it's pretty good, and I think he's going to lead Pelipper. Voltergeist is a pretty good lead. I don't think he's going to have Earthquake on his Pharaoh, and I think Lava Plume is going to be pretty nice. I can get my rocks up. I think I'm going to lead Rotom. I think it's the safest lead for me. Heatran's a great lead, but if you Scarf Pelipper, that's what I'm worried about. So I'm going to lead Rotom here. I think that's the right play. He doesn't have Ludicolo, he has Swampert. So he's got Sliggoo, Pharaoh, Tornadus, Bird Thing, Swampert, or Pelipper and Landorus. Okay, so, and he does have items on everything, so he didn't forget his Z move or anything like that. So, yeah, I think Rotom's a really good lead. Rotom matches up really well, because like Swampert is going to want to switch out, Landorus is going to want to switch out. The only thing that stays in is like Sliggoo, so, and I don't think he like predicts the Volt Switch, because even if he does predict Volt Switch, then he runs the risk of being burned on the following turn, and Landorus needs 2 turns to be able to do anything, so let's see what he's going to bring. But I think he leads Pelipper to kind of give him some rain action going on, but we'll see here. He is going to... Man, what is he gonna lead? Is he gonna lead Pelipper or is he gonna lead something else? I mean, anything he leads with, I should be okay with Rotom. So he is gonna lead, well, you get to see my lead first, which is Rotom. Unless he lead Ferrothorn. He's gonna lead Worst Bird, which is likely Pelipper. No, it's actually, it's not even a bird, it's this thing. So he leads Ferrothorn, so I definitely have to switch out here. So I'm just gonna go straight up for a Volt Switch. I'm not gonna overthink this play. He might try to get his rocks up, but this could give me an opportunity to go right into my my Heatran, which is pretty nice. So the Sliggoo is a problem for that, because he might have like dedicated Sliggoo switch in, but he actually, if I led Heatran, I would have been so good. I would have been off so good. I was gonna lead Heatran, but I'm really surprised he went with this. He must have thought I was gonna lead Rotom. I was so, like, I said in the team builder, I'm gonna lead Heatran in this matchup, so I could one-shot Pelipper if he leads it, but I got scared because of Scarf Pelipper, and I don't want to lose my Heatran on the first turn. But had I led Heatran, I would have been in such a better spot. But now I get to just freely Volt Switch. It could get his rocks up, but he is going to stay in here. So I'll get a Volt Switch off here. It's going to do pretty negligible damage. And I do get to go into Heatran. He might have Earthquake. We do have to be very cautious of that. I don't think he predicts an Earthquake. I don't think he predicts and goes for Earthquake here. So I'm just going to go Heatran. And I'm probably going to try to get my rocks up. He's going to go for Stealth Rocks himself. So we see the rocks on this little dude here. And I have an option here. I think I'm gonna go for Stealth Rocks. He does show the Leftovers, so that's good to know. Leftovers, okay. And I'm just gonna go for my own Stealth Rocks here. I think getting Stealth Rocks up are gonna be really advantageous for things like Tornadus. He likely goes into Pelipper here. So if he goes Pelipper, I think I'm gonna stay in against it. I think I'm gonna stay in against the Pelipper if he goes Pelipper here, because I know getting rid of the rain is gonna be super helpful. I don't think he could go Swampert. He could definitely go Swampert, but he's gonna be expecting a fire type move most likely, or Stealth Rocks myself. He could have Earthquake. I don't know if he's gonna have Earthquake or not, but I think just getting rocks up here is worth it to me. You know, I could have tricked the Ferrothorn on the first turn too, which would have been a really good decision, just predicting, but he's gonna switch out, so I get my rocks up. This is gonna go Pelipper here. He's gonna go You Bust Slug, which is gonna be the Sliggoo. So I had a feeling Mr. Sliggoo was gonna be coming to this match. Well, now we see it, obviously. And this is a tricky Pokemon for me to deal with. Very tricky. He could have Bulldoze. He could definitely have Bulldoze. I think I wanna just go Porygon, although he could try to Toxic if I go Porygon, and I do not want to be Toxic. I could go Voltergeist, though, and threaten him with Trick, which is kind of cool. I actually like that play. Let's do that. Let's go to Voltergeist and threaten him with Trick. I can take pretty much any hit he's going to go for. He goes for a Ground-type move or a Water-type move, I can definitely take those hits. And, I mean, if he goes Swampert on my Trick, like, that's a pretty interesting play, you know what I mean? Because he obviously doesn't know what set I am yet. Does he Bulldoze? Let's see. I'm curious. He goes for Toxic, so he just shows the Toxic here with Sliggoo. So, what does he think I'm gonna do? Does he think I'm going to Trick? Like, I don't know if he would think I'm Scarf Rotom. I think I'm gonna Trick either way though, because if I trick the Ferrothorn, that helps. If I trick the Sliggoo, that helps. Like, either or is useful. This Sliggoo is going to be tricky to take down. It probably is Sap Sipper, actually, now that I think about it, instead of Hydration. It's probably Sap Sipper. So I'm going to have to be really careful on how I beat this thing. It's going to be tricky. I hope he just stays in here, though. I don't know if it gets Power Whip or if only Goodra gets Power Whip. He does switch out. What does he go into? Ferrothorn? He goes into Plub Club, which is going to be the Swampert. So he does kind of scout out my Trick here, which fails. So that's a bit of a bummer. It's definitely a bit of a bummer. And I'm taking a lot of damage here. Can I Hydro Pump? I can't. Okay, because I already clicked Trick, I can't. So I do have to switch out. I think I'm gonna go Hard Drive here. I don't really think he can do much to me. I can also go, like, his play is likely Ice Punch. He's not gonna Earthquake, he's not gonna go for a Water move, he could Toxic. I'm gonna go Hard Drive here and just see what he does. I think I'm gonna go Hard Drive here. So he got me kind of good there with that. So now I'm really wishing I had a non-Scarf Rotom. Now I'm wishing I had the defensive Rotom I was gonna bring to this match. I'm really wishing I had the defensive Rotom, but that's okay. I have to go Porygon here. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to figure out a way to get Tapu Bulu in, but I don't want to bring it in on this right now because if he goes for like an Ice Punch, he breaks my Yachi right off the bat, and I have to be very careful around that Sliggoo. Let me actually take a look here. If Tapu Bulu against Sliggoo, if I go for a Superpower, I need to be like +4 to one-shot that thing, but I'm doing a good amount to him if he's defensive, so we do a good amount. Let's see what he's gonna do. I think he just Mega Evolves and goes for like an offensive move. I'm a little worried about him having like Power-Up Punch, to be honest. He's gonna switch out, so he pulls a double into Best Bird, which is what, Pelipper? Okay, into Tornadus. Okay, so he probably has knockoff on this thing. So I'm gonna make a bold prediction here. I think I'm gonna make a bold prediction that he's gonna go for knockoff and go into Reaper. It's a risky play. He could go for Superpower or U-turn, but I think going into Reaper here is a really solid option. I'm gonna make a really bold play right now. I'm gonna make a really bold play predicting the knockoff. I'm gonna make a really bold play here predicting the knockoff. If I get this prediction wrong, it's gonna set me back so far in this match, but I'm willing to make the risk. I'm willing to make the risk. I feel like the knockoff would be the play. He goes for the knockoff, okay. Okay, so now we're torn with another tough decision here, because I get my +1 attack boost, and now I immediately threaten him with Sucker Punch. And I'm pretty sure Sucker Punch is gonna one-shot him at this range, it does. Okay, so I immediately threaten him with Sucker Punch here. I can also go for Pursuit, predicting him to switch out. Ooh, this is a tough one. If I nail this prediction, it puts us in a really good spot. Do I Pursuit, or do I Sucker Punch? I want a Pursuit. I'm gonna Pursuit, I think. I'm gonna go for the Pursuit. I'm gonna go for the Pursuit. I hope I get this prediction right. I'm playing a little risky here. Like, the Sucker Punch is gonna be so obvious. I feel like the Pursuit is less obvious, you know? I feel like the Pursuit is less obvious. He also, so I know he's got knockoff. I don't know if U-turn kills. Superpower definitely would. U-turn probably kills. Yeah, it looks like U-turn would kill. Oh, he's not Life Orb though, I don't think. So actually, I probably live a U-turn. I'm going for it, man. I'm making plays, dude. I said I'm gonna make plays in this game. So, Wolfie's a really good player, so I gotta make some plays to beat him. Pursuit would be so lovely if I can kill this thing. He switched. Yes, dude. I might knock him out here with Pursuit, dude. I might knock him out with Pursuit. If I can get rid of Tornadus, that's gonna be so big. And if anything, I may knock him down to where he gets pretty much knocked out after. Pursuit is, +1 Pursuit should do about 80%. Yes, dude. Absol kills Tornadus with Pursuit. That was awesome, dude. I got rid of Tornadus. One big thing down. Okay. Here comes Mr. Mustache. That is the Lando. Is it Scarf Lando? The way he brings it in makes me think it's Scarf Lando. He goes for Intimidate. Do I chance him being Scarf Lando right now? Or do I just go for the Ice Beam? The way he brings it in makes me think it's Scarfed. The way he brings it in makes me think it's Scarfed. He likely goes for Earthquake. Do I take... He brought it in so fast, though. He brought it in so fast. I'm gonna go for Ice Beam. He is faster. He is Scarfed. Okay, so I know he's Scarfed now. Probably gonna lose my Reaper. I do. Yeah, okay. Landorus kills Absol with U-turn. Alright, but I find out he's Choice Scarf at least. At least I know he's Choice Scarf now. At least I know he's Choice Scarfed. It stinks. It stinks that I just lost Absol, but honestly, Absol wasn't crucial for this game. Like, it wasn't the most important piece of my team, so it's not the end of the world. Sliggoo is gonna be tricky. I need to get 2 Swords Dances up to beat it, or I need to weaken it, and I don't have Toxic, which stinks. He's gonna go into Pico, which is probably this thing. Okay, so I know this thing is not, okay, I think I'm gonna go Heatran here, because I can threaten him with HP Electric. I don't know if he's gonna predict that. I can go Heatran, or I can go No Name and fire off Power Gems. Or I go El Toro and I click Swords Dance, which immediately threatens Sliggoo, but Sliggoo's not weak enough yet. Sliggoo's not weak enough yet. Do I go Heatran and click HP Electric? Or does, yeah, he's gotta be, he could probably go Sliggoo. He probably goes Sliggoo if I go Heatran. He probably goes Sliggoo if I go Heatran. I think I go El Toro and I click Swords Dance and I just go and hit that Sliggoo as hard as I can. Does Sliggoo knock me out if he Sledge Bombs me? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm assuming, I think I go Tapu Bulu and I click Swords Dance. I think I have to. I think I go Tapu Bulu and I click Swords Dance. Where's Sliggoo? I think Sliggoo learns all the poison moves. It gets Toxic. It does get all the poison moves. I think I go Bulu and click Sword. I want to go Heatran, but I think Heatran just brings out Sliggoo. So yeah, I'm gonna go Bulu here, and I'm gonna click Swords Dance, and we're gonna try to hit the Sliggoo as hard as we can with a superpower, because he's gonna take damage when he comes in. I just closed one of my calcs by accident. Which one did I close? Probably the Bulu calc. Yeah, I closed the Bulu calc, so that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna click Swords Dance though. I don't think he stays in, so if he stays in and Hurricanes me, then good play. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. You know, I'm predicting him to switch here, because I think the Wood Hammer is like super obvious, and he's got a great switch in Sliggoo, so I think he goes Sliggoo here. The nice thing is I can freely superpower though. Sliggoo's gonna be a problem, especially if it's rest. I have to be very careful with that. If it's like the rest set, which it might be. I know I saw Toxic. At least he's weaker on the physical side. I should have kept Absol around. Actually, no, Absol was good, but it wasn't gonna rip through his team, so it's not as big of a deal. I'm assuming he just switches out. I don't think he risks, because if I kill his Pelipper here, he loses his Rain, which really kind of messes up one of his main win cons, which is the Swampert. He's gonna switch out, so I do get a Swords Dance up. Does he go Ferrothorn or does he go Sliggoo? He goes into, I think, Ferrothorn. Yeah, that's Ferrothorn. Okay, I get a Swords Dance. So now I get a free superpower off on something, which is actually best case scenario that he went this thing. He can definitely go Landorus. Do I think he goes Landorus here? I think the superpower is incredibly obvious. I think the superpower is incredibly obvious that I just went +2. I feel like I need to go and make a prediction that Landorus is coming in. But what does Landorus do back? It's not gonna have a flying type move to hit me. So do I lose anything by superpowering right now? If he goes Landorus, I go minus. I lose a stage, but then I can just fire off, click Swords Dance again. And since I know it's, I think I just superpower. As much as I want to, like, I want to predict the Landorus coming in, but at the same time, like, if Landorus comes in, I know it's Scarf, so he can't Z-fly me. He can fly, but he can't Z-fly me at least. And I know I can take a hit. I'm gonna go for the superpower. If he goes Landorus, good play. He could also go Bird, like the Pelipper, but yeah, I mean, I could have double danced, like danced again, but I don't think that's the right play. I think superpower, +2 superpower is gonna hurt something, whether it's the Ferrothorn, whether it's the Landorus. I mean, even Landorus coming in is still gonna take a good amount of damage. It's still gonna take like 40% after rocks. Yeah, he's gonna stay in. No berry. This should knock him out unless he's super physically defensive. Sweet. Good job, Bulu. Bulu kills Pharaoh Thorn with Super Power. So I get rid of that thing. So what does he go into now? If he goes Swampert, I beat it. Even at -1, he goes Mr. Mustache. But what does this thing do though? Does it just U-turn? Like, what does this thing do? So I'm -1. Okay, so I'm at neutral attack now. But like, what does he do to me aside from... Let me take a look. I don't think he gets anything other than fly. And I know he's Scarf, so I feel like he just U-turns here. How much does Swampert do to me with an Ice Punch? Mega Swampert in rain, going for Ice Punch with the Yachi at -1 defense. I'm taking it pretty well. I feel like I want a Swords Dance again. The problem is, I don't know if I can beat Sliggoo. Without Bulu, which is what scares me the most. How much time do I have? I have time. All right, Landorus. What does Landorus get? Doesn't really get any. Oh, it does get Sludge Waves. It does get like poison moves. I think I need to switch out. I'm gonna go into Hard Drive here. Hard Drive has Intimidate. I'm gonna play it safe. I mean, he's most likely physical, but the chances that he could have, you know, Sludge Wave or something like that. I do get an Intimidate off here with Trace, so that's helpful. He could just U-turn, but it was just too risky that he has like a poison move to hit Bulu. Sludge Bomb, dude. I'm glad I made that play. Please don't poison me. That'd be great. Sweet. Okay, so we make good plays there. Okay. He's locked in a Sludge Bomb now, which gives me a few options. He likely doesn't stay in because he's fearing Ice Beam. His play here is Pelipper, Swampert, or Sliggoo. I can pretty safely... What can I go into? I can go into Heatran, which doesn't really do much unless he goes Pelipper. But he wouldn't go Pelipper. Well, he either goes Sliggoo or Swampert here. If he goes Sliggoo, then I probably want... I think in both cases I want El Toro on the field. So I think I'm gonna go that route. Although Sliggoo potentially having a move to hit me is scary, but I think he goes Swampert. I'm gonna go Bulu. He switches out. What does he go into? U-Bus Slug. So he goes into Sliggoo. So that was kind of what I expected. Now, will he have a way to hit me here? I'm gonna have to double out, I think. But we're in a situation pretty soon where I can definitely put in some work with... Actually, Nihilego puts in a ton of work pretty soon. If I can get 1 kill with Nihilego, we can win this game, but I have to break through this Sliggoo first, and I don't know how to do that. I need to scout for a poison move. I'm gonna go Heatran here. Heatran spreading Lava Plume burns is really nice, so I want to see what this thing is gonna do. He's either gonna try to Toxic Beat or he's gonna show a poison move, and then I could start Lava Pluming, and like, he doesn't want to switch Landorus or Swampert into Lava Plumes, because if I get a burn, even on Sliggoo, getting a burn is big. Nihilego can definitely win this game, though. Nihilego can definitely win this game, because Nihilego is faster than Landorus and Swampert if I can get 1 kill. So, and Landorus is slightly weakened, so we just have to play smart around this. I need to weaken this Slug a little bit more for Bulu to beat it. And I need to figure out how to knock out the Slug. If I had Toxic, this game would be so much easier, but I went with Thunder Wave instead, dude. Such a mistake on my part. If I had Toxic, this game would be so much easier. I still have the potential to Trick as well, but... And actually, Rotom can start firing off Hydro Pumps, which is pretty nice too. How do I beat this Sliggoo? That's the biggest struggle right now, is beating this thing, because I don't have knockoff. But we're gonna go Heatran here. He either Toxics or he goes for a poison move, I'd imagine. He could go for a water move, but he goes for Toxic. Okay, so we only see Toxic. Okay, so my play here is to Lava Plume because I want to try to get burns off on stuff. He gets his health back, which is annoying, and the grass goes away. So now we're gonna fire off Lava Plumes. It's in, I understand that it's weakened because it's in rain, but getting a 30% burn on something is worth it. He's gonna stay in. I need a burn here. Surprised he stay in, which leads me to believe he might have Bulldozer or a water type move. Give me a burn. I don't get it. He infestations me. Okay, so I'm led to believe that he may not have, he may have rest. He may not have, I'm gonna Lava Plume again. Does he have Sludge Bomb? Because if not, then I can set up with Bulu. Get a burn. There's the burn. Oh, the hydration is gonna, oh, he's got Muddy Water, okay. He does show Muddy, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna hurt. I don't know if we live. Oh, we do live, but infestation, it's a crit, so that kind of stinks. The rain ends, but I think, oh, that's good too, because then he doesn't get the burn recovery. I do die to infestation though. Okay. I think I go, this is tricky. If I, oh, he's got Muddy Water, he's got Toxic. I think I just go Nihilego and I just start pressuring him. Because he's gonna be forced. Nihilego is gonna not do a ton with Power Gem, and he's gonna Muddy Water me as his best way to hit me. It does like 20%, doesn't really do a lot. Do I think Nihilego can beat, do I go Nihilego now? Do I go, if I go Bulu and I click Swords Dance, that could be really good too, but he may just go right into Swamp, right into, I think I need to just keep the pressure on this thing. So I think I go, do I go Nihilego yet? Nihilego weakens this thing, but he has if he has Rest as his last move, that puts me in a bad spot. El Toro comes in and it gets to click Superpower or Swords Dance. Swords Dance is really good. Swords Dance is super good if I can click it. I don't think he's gonna have Sludge Bomb now, but he might. Infestation, Toxic, Muddy Water. Do I go Nihilego and do I just start attacking? I think I'm gonna go Nihilego and I think I'm just gonna start power gemming things. I think that's what I need to do because I need to beat this Sliggoo somehow. I know Nihilego is my win condition, but Rotom can also win this game. So I think I'm just gonna go on the offensive here and I'm gonna go for Power Gem. I wanna just get as much damage off on this thing as I can. I wanna see how much this does. This may not be the right play. He may Muddy Water me anyway. He could also miss. He may also switch too. He may be scared. Like Bulu, I just don't know what this thing's fourth move is yet, and that's what really worries me about going Bulu and clicking Swords Dance. And the Landorus is still too strong for me to like feel comfortable beating that thing. He's gonna stay in, so I get a Power Gem off. With Burn, this is gonna start to wear him down. I mean, that does a sizable chunk. Let's see what he goes for. He goes for Infestation. That's fine. That's fine. We're weakening this thing. It just, does he has Rest? If he has Rest, I'm in trouble. He might have Rest. Does he have Rest, dude? If he has Rest, I'm in trouble. But if he has Rest, that means Bulu comes in and it clicks Swords Dance. So I'm gonna find out. We're gonna go for the Sludge Wave because I don't think he switches here. He's gonna stay in. Sludge Wave does a little bit more than Power Gem. We'll find out if he has Rest or not. If he has Rest, he's gonna use it right now. He does have Rest. Okay, so I've seen his full moveset. Bulu does wall him, but Nihilego is stuck right now, which stinks, dude. I need to get Nihilego out of here. Because now he's sleeping for 2 turns. Infestation lasts a few turns. I need Infestation to end, like, ASAP. But that's not going to happen. But now I know Bulu can switch into this thing, like, every time. I'm going to Power Gem in case he switches. If he gets Rain Up, he heals himself automatically. The only way I beat this thing is with Bulu now. That's the problem. Bulu has to be the one to beat the Slug. He's gonna stay in. I get a Power Gem off, which we're getting worn down so much right now. I need to keep this thing around. Can the Infestation end, please, so I can switch out? Come on, free me from Infestation, dude. I'm like taking so much damage here. I'm not freed yet either, jeez. Still not freed. This is so bad, dude. Infestation was such a good play on his part. It was such a good play on his part, and I'm still not freed. And now I'm pretty much dead. I have to just let this thing go down. He's just gonna rest again, I think. Yeah, we like died, or we just die. But you know what? You know, let's think about this. Sliggoo kills Nihiligo with Infestation. Okay, you know what though? El Toro beats this thing. Like, all he can do is Toxic me, and I can set up Swords Dances. So if I just go, I have to go El Toro here. If I just go El Toro, he wakes up this turn, but I can easily Horn Leech and predict the switch. Would he make the switch right now into Landorus? And at -1, do I still beat the Landorus? This is a 50-50 here. I don't think Superpower kills. I think I have to make a play. If I'm -1, I would hammer. I could potentially knock out the Landorus. I think I don't remember how much health he was at. I think I'm gonna wood hammer, predicting the Landorus. Because if I Swords Dance, he knows I beat him with Swords Dance. He has to go into Landorus. I'm gonna wood hammer. He switched. Go Lando. He went Pico. Okay, so he kind of makes a middle ground play, and he sets up his rain, which makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna get rid of it at least. I get rid of at least this thing. I take a lot of recoil though. But Bulu kills Pelipper with Woodhammer. And I do take recoil, which stinks, but that's okay. I killed the Pelipper at least. Okay, I get some health back. Alright. Does he go Landorus here, or does he go Swampert for Ice Punch? He could go Swampert for Ice Punch. He could go Swampert for Ice Punch. How do I win this game? I have to... Bulu has to set up 2 Swords Dances against Sliggoo and click Superpower. That's how I win this game, but I have to be very careful dealing with the Landorus. If he goes Landorus here, I have to make a prediction. I have to make a prediction if he goes Landorus. If he goes Swampert, I just stay in Horn Leech, because I have the Yachi. And he probably thinks he knocks me out with Swampert. Let me see what the calc is for Swampert, whether he feels safe in Ice Punching. Ice Punch does like... I don't think he's going to feel safe Ice Punching. I think he's going to be forced to Landorus here. I think he's going to be forced to go to Landorus. Because I definitely... He goes Plub Club, which is the Swampert. Oh, he went Swampert. Okay. I'm going to Horn Leech. I'm going to Horn Leech. And I hope he stays in, Mega Evolves, and Ice Punches me. Come on. Come on. Ice Punch me. I have the Yachi Berry. I have the Yachi Berry. This is big. He goes for the Ice Punch. Yachi Berry activates. Come on, buddy. Hang in there. Hang in there, buddy. We take the hit. We don't get frozen. Yes! Give me all that health back. Bulu kills Swampert with Horn Leech. This game's not over. This game is not over. I still have to figure out how do I get around Sliggoo. I can beat the Landorus, but I have to figure out how do I beat the Sliggoo. Here comes Mr. Mustache. Okay, so he likely goes for Sludge Bomb here. He likely goes for Sludge Bomb here. I can't risk anything. So I have to play safe. I have to go into my Porygon here. Porygon does have the Thunder Wave though, which is nice. Although it doesn't hit this thing, but Porygon does beat Landorus at least. So I have that. I should be able to take a hit here. Let's see, I get the Intimidate off, so if he goes for U-turn or whatever, it's fine. And I activate the Intimidate. He goes for U-turn, so he does just U-turn out, okay. So that was actually an interesting play. If I stayed in there and Swords Dance, we win the game, I think, but that's okay. I think I'm just, dude, I'm so nervous about this thing toxicing me. So he goes into U-Bust Slug. Okay, so we're gonna make this a 50-50, is what this comes down to. I'm gonna go to Rotom. And Rotom is going to either, I'm gonna have to 50-50 either Hydro Pump or Trick. And if I get the prediction right, we win the game. That's how we're gonna try to win this. I think it's worth keeping this thing healthy. I'm gonna go Rotom. And I'll have to make a prediction. Do I Hydro Pump or do I Trick? If I Hydro Pump and hit the Landorus, we win. If I Trick and he goes Landorus, then like if I Trick the Sliggoo, we win the game. Because then I can easily beat him with Bulu. I don't want to stay in right now and get Toxicked. This, I actually probably should have Ice Beamed, because 2 Ice Beams would have knocked this thing out, I think. So if he Toxic me, he would like, you know, rest or whatever, but he's gonna heal himself anyway after rest. So once his rain is gone though, he loses his hydration at least, so when he rests, it's not as effective. And then Bulu can like set up Swords Dances and stuff. This is gonna be an interesting battle going back and forth. But I'm gonna go Rotom here. And I'm gonna put him in a 50-50. Trick versus Hydro Pump. He's debating on what he's gonna do. Did he double into Lando? I feel like that would be really risky though, to double into Landorus. He goes for Infestation. Okay, so he knows I'm staying in. Surprised he went for Infestation. 2 Ice Beams might have been enough, but all right, 50-50. Do I Trick? Do I Hydro Pump? Do I Trick or do I Hydro Pump? Oh man, I can't switch, so I have to predict this properly. Do I Trick or do I Hydro Pump? What would Wolfe do? If I was Wolfe, if he stays in, he can still win the game if he stays in. If he switches and I Trick, it gives him momentum again, and I lose my Rotom at that point, and it makes it come down to a prediction where he has to predict like Porygon versus Bulu clicking Swords Dance, whatever else. My instinct is telling me to Trick, but I think if he goes Landorus and I Trick, that puts me in a really bad spot. If I Hydro Pump and he rests, I'm gonna go for the Trick, I think. My gut is saying Trick. My gut is saying Trick. I know it's the obvious play, but he can't risk a Hydro Pump. If he goes into Landorus and I Hydro Pump, I win the game. I should have Hydro Pumped. I went with Trick though. I think Trick is a good play. It's a 50-50. It's so funny. This game has been a 50-50 like the whole way. He's trying to make up his mind too, because he knows. He switched. Oh, if I Hydro Pump, we win the game. If I Hydro Pump, we win the game, dude. Tough calls, but you know what? This thing is getting lower and lower. It's getting lower and lower, and it's putting me in a situation where eventually I'm gonna be able to knock him out. I think I'm gonna sack off Rotom here though. We Trick. We switch our Choice Scarves, which is kind of funny. I think he just lets me. He just either U-turns here or whatever it may be. I kind of want to just let Rotom go down, because if he U-turns, it gives me the opportunity to go into Bulu, and then Bulu can click Swords Dance. Another 50-50. Actually, how much does Porygon do to... Hold on, let me see how much rain we have left. We have 3 turns left of rain. How much is Porygon gonna be doing to Sliggoo? Because Sliggoo is gonna be really low, like to the point where I can see Ice Beam. It does like 20-25. I could see it potentially. I think I let this thing go down, so I'm gonna Trick again in case he hards out, but he's gonna Sledge Bomb and knock me out. Okay, so that's fine. Landorus kills. I think we're actually in a good spot. I think I can just go into Porygon and click Ice Beam now. Landorus kills Rotom with Sludge Bomb. Now I go into our little friend aDrive here. I think 2 Ice Beams beats Sliggoo. And I think I can take 2 Sludge Bombs. Although a Poison would be detrimental. But I knock him out after 1 hit, so if he goes Sliggoo, I hit him with 2 Ice Beams. Yeah, I think I Ice Beam here. I have to go on the offensive. I can't allow the Sliggoo to come in for free, so I have to Ice Beam, but I live whatever hit he goes for. So if he switches into Sliggoo here, he takes 2 Ice Beams, he goes down. If he stays in, he hits me with a Sludge Bomb and I knock him out with Ice Beam, and then Bulu beats Sliggoo. So he's gonna switch, but 2 Ice Beams should beat Sliggoo, and he can't switch into Landorus. 2 Ice Beams should beat him after Rocks. It's gonna be darn close, but I think 2 Ice Beams will do it. He's likely physically defensive because of Bulu. Let's find out. I gotta go for the roll either way. That's definitely gonna knock him out. That's definitely gonna knock him out. We click Ice Beam. We click Ice Beam. And I think what I have a tough decision to make. Whether I switch Rotom out. Or whether I switch Porygon out against the Landorus and have it take the Earthquake after an Intimidate. Oh, this is gonna be a tough decision, even after I knock this thing out. It's gonna be a tough decision. He's gonna have to lock in a Sludge Bomb. I think he's gonna have to lock in a Sludge Bomb. But does Earthquake knock me out? I'm at 75 out of 191, 39%. He does 34 to 40, but if he Earthquakes, I win because Bulu comes in and then beats him. If he Sludge Bombs, I'm good as well. So I think I just click Ice Beam here 2 more times. Because I'm debating on whether I need to switch Porygon out to reset Intimidate, but if he locks himself into a physical move, then Bulu should be able to live the hit. Because if he locks himself into a Sludge Bomb, I live it anyway with Porygon. Like, Sludge Bomb is not gonna kill Porygon. I'm specially defensive. Oh, dude, no, we got DC'd. No, what happened, Wolf? What happened? Oh no. All right, guys, we have reconnected here and done our absolute best to try to replicate through Showdown. I'm gonna be honest, pretty drained at this point, man. This was not ideal. Porygon's not at the right health it should be. None of the Pokemon are exactly where they should be, and I do think that makes a difference. My play is to Ice Beam. I initially thought I had the game won, but there's a chance that Sliggoo is faster than me, and it is. So he's gonna go for rest. So this game is not over. He doesn't have Rain though, so that's a thing, but this game is not over. So I'm gonna recover here. To get my health back. We're gonna have to play a game back and forth now. This game it's not over yet. But the good news is Bulu can win this game for me if I can kind of stall out some turns here. So what I want to make sure, I don't want to allow him to toxic me. So I'm gonna go Bulu, I think, on this turn. I don't think Ice Beam is the play. I mean, I can like start Ice Beaming him, but I'm doing so little damage. But maybe if I weaken him enough with Ice Beams, I can bring Bulu in and then superpower him. I'm so out of this game at this point, guys. Like, I thought that I had the game won, but then there was that speed tie there. So he's got 1 more turn of sleep, which means I can go Bulu. I don't want to get poisoned. What do I do here? What do I do? I can Ice Beam him and weaken him. I think if I just keep pressing Ice Beam, I can force him. I did 22%, so I'm not even doing a quarter damage. And I think he is like just faster than me. Do I want to just Ice Beam again? Like, once he toxics me though, we pretty much lose, I think. I'm gonna just Ice Beam. He's gonna stay in. I get the Ice Beam off. The good thing is he doesn't get the boost from rest. Okay, I'm gonna Ice Beam again. He likely goes for Toxic here. He does go for Toxic. He's gonna Toxic us. I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam. I could use a Freeze, that'd be cool. No? The pun intended. Okay, so now he's in a situation. He's been outspeeding us every time. He's in a situation where he likely rests here. So I think this is where I go Bulu. And I click Swords Dance. Is that my play? Yeah, I think I have to go Bulu. I mean, this is so frustrating, guys. I'm sorry. Wolf and I, we just got on a call and we did not want this game to go this way. This is not how we wanted this game to end under any circumstances. He like has to rest here, I think. Which does force him into 2 turns of sleep, which does give me the opportunity to Swords Dance. He's gonna switch out, so he makes a play and a half, dude. Did he just predict that? Wow. So now he just gets to freely U-turn, like safely U-turn here. That was not what like, if I Ice Beam there, I win the game. I can't believe he made that play. Oh man. Do I think he Sludge Bombs me? I don't think he's gonna Sludge Bomb me. I'm gonna Swords Dance. If I lose the game, I lose the game at this point. I'm gonna Swords Dance. I already clicked my move. I'm going for it. At this point, like I said, it stinks to have such a great game come down like this. I don't know if the Sliggoo is a speed tie. I'll find out from him afterwards. It seemed like his Sliggoo was faster than me. I had 0 speed investment. I don't know if he had any investment on his Sliggoo. He's in a tricky spot though. Like, you'd think, okay, he just Sludge Bombs, he wins the game. But not necessarily, because he's gonna U-turn. I get my Swords Dance up. This, I actually might win. I actually might win. Wow. I get my Swords Dance up and I can freely go for Superpower now. I can freely go for Superpower. And I think Landorus goes down for the Superpower. I'm going for Superpower. We knock out the Sliggoo. Oh man. So Bulu kills Sliggoo. Now he has to go Landorus. I think Porygon is at enough health. 73%. He's feeling good. I'm gonna go. Do I preserve differential and go Porygon? He has to Sludge Bomb me. Or do I just make the safe play here and just let him knock out Bulu? I don't think Sludge Bomb does anything to Porygon. I'm going to Porygon. I get the grassy terrain too. I get an Intimidate off on him. He goes for Sludge Bomb, does 17%. That's gonna do nothing. He has to stay in. I go for the Ice Beam, and I should get the 2-0 differential. He goes for Sludge Bomb again, and Porygon 2 seals the deal. Crazy game, dude. I told you guys it was going to be a nuts game. We did our best to recreate it. I think we actually recreated it in a relatively fair way there at the end. It came down to a lot of 50-50s, and I'm glad I won. It like a little of my soul is out of it though, because we were so in that game, and you know, we just got taken out of it because of the DC. But I'm glad I won. I'm really glad I won, and just props to Wolfe in general, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys appreciate the ending here. Sorry it had to end this way, but it came down to a bunch of 50-50s. We had to make some pretty bold calls, and props to Wolfe, man. That was fun. It was a good game. It was a good game. It feels weird. I just won, but I feel so weird about it. But either way, that was fun, man. That was a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button. Check out my friend Wolfe, and we're moving on, man. We're sitting at a nice 5 wins, 1 loss right now, so doing pretty good. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace.